Welcome to online classes. Good morning to all of you. Hope you are all well. Now I will read Unit 1, The Flight of Icarus, the story from English course book. Daedalus was a great inventor. Unfortunately, he angered King Minos, the ruler of the island of Crete. In order to flee the island, Daedalus used wax to build some wings for himself and his son Icarus. Let us read what happened next. Now here we'll start the story. An ancient Greek myth or legend tells the story of Daedalus, a great engineer and inventor. Daedalus and Icarus, his son, were being kept captive by the king of Crete on his island. The king gave Daedalus a well-equipped workshop in a high tower, but even this was not enough to keep the inventor content to remain in Crete. He just wanted his freedom to leave the island and return to his own country. Realizing this, the king ordered that all the ships should be searched before leaving port to check that Daedalus and Icarus were not abroad. But the two were determined to leave, and if they could not escape by sea, they would find another way. Daedalus watched the birds, and suddenly an idea came to him. That was it. He would build Icarus and himself a set of wings each. He sent Icarus off to collect all the feathers he could find, and soon the workshop was full of thousands of them. Next, Daedalus made a wooden frame shaped like the wing of a bird. He poured melted wax onto the frame, and into the wax she pressed the feathers. Then he let the wax cool and become solid again. To his delight, when he attached the wings to his shoulders, he could feel the wings trying to lift him into the air. Immediately he set to work to make a second pair for Icarus. Daedalus was sure that he and his son could jump from the tower and fly across the water. When they were ready to leave, Daedalus gave the boy some advice. If you fly too low, the spray from the waves will make your wings wet and heavy. But if you fly too high, the heat from the sun will melt the wax that holds the feathers together. Stay near me and you will be safe. with a feeling of great excitement, they climbed on the window ledge. Daedalus smiled at his son, then jumped. At the first, wing did not seem to be lifting him. Desperately, he flapped his wings and then slowly at first. He was carried up in the sky. He glanced over his shoulder to see Icarus closed behind. What a thrill! Young Icarus leapt to be flying like a bird. With sheer delight, Icarus soared higher and higher up towards the clouds. Daedalus suddenly realized that his son was too excited to remember his father's warning. Up, up soared the boy through the clouds and then above them. Icarus, my son, come back. The sun will melt the wax, pleaded Daedalus, but Icarus was now too far away to hear the cries of his father. Suddenly, Icarus remembered it was too late. He could see the feathers beginning to come away from the wooden frame. First a few, then more and more. He began to lose height. Faster and faster, he fell towards the sea with the feathers scattering round him as he crashed down past his desperate, helpless father. Daedalus pulled the boy's still body from the sea and flew back to land where, weeping bitterly, he buried him. Sometime later, Daedalus built a temple of Apollo, the god of sunlight. In it, he hung his wings as an offering to the god. Never again would Daedalus fly. That is the story of Unit 1. Now you can, I will come in the second, I am coming the second recording. I will give you some words to search out the meaning, and you also try to write the summary of the story. I will come for the next session. I will present before you the summary of the story.